First couple of years of school were pretty weird. I had to go to dance class. I had to touch a girl. Oh my God.
Oh my god, I bet that was exciting.
Oh,
Did you have any like books out? I guess you had the school, but when did you start the drawing and the art? And all
oh, I drew when I was in Montana.
that? Yeah.
I mean, I was raised, the closest bar to our ranch was at Cascade, Montana, which is where Charlie Russell, as a very young man, spent his winters.
Uh-huh.
And he drew all over the walls. And the drawings were on the wall. I was raised, with everybody loved Charlie Russell. Nobody thought it was weird that you'd be a drawer. And storyteller.
Sure.
And so I was raised up in that. I just drew. Before the house burned down, I had some drawings I did when I was, God, I don't know, 8, 9 years old. Rodeo drawings and stuff. And anyway, I was drawing a lot when I was the only kid around. I didn't have,
Sure. No YouTube or.
no, none of that stuff. No radio even. We didn't have electricity.
Mm-hmm.
So, and then when I got to Spokane, of course, being able to draw had its benefits. I could do, what were those things? Rat finks,
Mhm.
the weird little,
Mm-hmm. Yeah, right. Thank you.
yeah.
Ed Rock.
Oh yeah, I could draw those
Yeah,
like
right.
crazy, so all the guys thought I was cool. And I took all the art classes they had in school. And then when I graduated, I got married right away, had a kid right away. Fell apart pretty quick. Moved to Seattle. When I went to Seattle, I got a night job so I could go to school. Graduated out of Burnley as a commercial design, I think it was called, something like that. Took some painting classes at Cornish. A couple others, art classes. I took a couple, what do they call them, audit classes
Mm-hmm.
at the UW. Life drawing type things. Then I met Larry Vanover, and about that time the big hippie thing was really getting rolling. That was 65 maybe. And of course I was attracted to that, and I liked the music. I could play harmonica a little bit, enough that I could kind of sit in on stuff.
Sure.
We had all the coffee house scene going on. So anyway, I wound up in the middle of that, and I met Vanover, and we kind of formed a lifetime partnership for some reason. Remember when Larry moved to town, he came to town in a big old hearse full of musical instruments. Started a supposed music store that was really just a front for playing music and smoking dope in the back room.
Right. Of course, this is when dope was
Yeah, dope was illegal then.
super illegal.
Except for acid. You could give acid away free on the streets. They couldn't do anything about it. So, but that didn't last long, of course.
Yeah. Once they clued in.
Yeah, so I lived there for a while. I got into the psychedelic art and all that. I was doing a lot of painting, a lot of drawing. Larry and I we both worked at Boeing. Larry got a job
Really?
at Boeing. And
I cannot imagine Larry Vanover working at Boeing. That is. I mean, doing what? Like,
I
guess
worked for Milmanco. And I think Ronnie worked for Milmanco too. We'd hire on at Milmanco because that was real easy, and then it was Milmanco rented workers to Boeing. So we would get transferred to Boeing right away, and it was really cool because I would work on one project for 3 or 4 months, and it'd be really interesting. I'd work on the rovers that are going to Mars. I'd work on the SST or the C5A or
Wow.
designing the cockpit for the SST. Can you imagine that?
No. I mean, I
You know?
can. Yeah, absolutely. I can imagine doing that. But
You know, and doing stuff like that, weird shit like that. Now here I am, this kid from fucking cattle ranch that rode his horse to school, and here I am designing the cockpit for the SST. We did a lot of that for a couple, 3 years. Then Larry and I quit that and started our own. We just said we were working at Bellevue. They had the Bellevue Art, Boeing Bellevue Art Annex out there, and they hired all these top-notch artists to come work for them. And the guys that were my teachers at Burnley and stuff like that, like Jim Peck, just an incredible painter. He was one of my teachers, and they hired him on as an illustrator. And I got hired on as an illustrator. And we paint pictures of beautiful Boeing airplanes flying through the clouds. And we did that for a while, and it was just funner than hell because I was hobnobbing with all these incredible people. Ernie Schroeder, Jim Frank, what's that guy from California, Alec McAllister. I was working under Tom Tsutakawa. I mean, I was just hobnobbing with all these top artists, and I was just having a great time. We'd go out and have three martini lunches constantly. It was, that lasted for a couple of years, and then Larry and I started our own studio, Chicken Graphics. We went down to Pioneer Square, and we rented the whole second floor of the Globe Hotel at the corner of Main and First from, what was his name, White, at the White Gallery. And so I could sell paintings through the White. And I rented this second floor, the whole second floor, like
wow,
15 rooms for $25 a month.
Wow. How is that possible? I guess it was just...
It was abandoned.
It was abandoned. Okay.
Yeah, we had to go, sweep the rat shit out, make a spot for it. And we make cool little spots out. We turn around, we'd rent the other rooms out to other artists for next to nothing. Ned Neltner and Buck Ormsby had Third Alliance Music, and they were the next room over. We had a common door that we never shut. So there was this constant music going on and doing artwork. We got some good gigs. We worked for a lot of the top advertising agencies. And we did beer ads. We did a lot of beer work. Heidelberg right here. Had a couple of commercial jobs that we did. But then that petered out. Larry got pretty strung out as things started falling apart. But we had some great experiences out of that office.